See you in December.
Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. We've been taking a trip into the world of fantasy all evening here on TCM, theme inspired by the premiere earlier tonight of the latest TCM original documentary, A Night at the Movies, subtitled Fantasy. Well, if you missed it earlier or would like to see it again, we have a special encore showing coming right up. It runs an hour, and it was produced, written, and directed by a man who's done a number of documentaries for us, Laurent Bouzereau. Now, Laurent has produced several documentaries in our Night at the Movies series about film genres, one about crime films, which we premiered last year, also one devoted to Stephen King, in which Stephen King discussed horror films, including many of those based on his own books. Well, in this look at fantasy films, Bouzereau sat down with today's master of the fantasy genre, director, writer, and producer George Lucas, with George talking about many of the visionaries and pioneers in making fantasy films, including the great Willis O'Brien, the creator of the original King Kong. He also talks about Ray Harryhausen, Michael Powell, Jim Henson, Stanley Kubrick, also Peter Jackson. And King also talks about certain films which contributed to the fantasy movie genre, semi-musicals such as The Wizard of Oz, animated films, and even the Twilight franchise. This documentary also has Lucas's thoughts on why audiences gravitate towards fantasy films. And we'll hear about many of the characters from Lucas's own adventure films, which have also cemented themselves in the fantasy world. So from 2014, here's our encore presentation of TCM, A Night at the Movies, George Lucas, and the world of fantasy cinema.